I'm a feminist.
I am a feminist.
I'm a feminist.
I'm a feminist.
I'm a feminist.
I'm a feminist.
Yeah. Damn,
How
never
do we
mind. Look
feel
how he's
about
standing.
women having rights?
Yes.
Really cool thing.
Absolutely.
Are they gonna say no to that?
What would you say is the most feminist thing about you yourself?
I believe women should be paid the same across the board, not just white women, but women of color. You can't be a person of color and not believe that women should have the same rights as I, as a black person. So that's why I'm a feminist. And I believe that women should, feminism is about women being equal, period.
Yeah. For me,
Okay.
it's just like
Spin.
uplifting women's
You know what? Fuck it.
Rights, you know, work, pay rights, all that type of stuff. And I think being a voice for the ones that can't speak up, because I find myself getting into arguments with people because I'm like, I will like really like have this conversation with you. So I think just always supporting them no matter what.
My eye immediately went to Emma. I was like, that very much could be a conservative woman in this group, just based
Conservative?
on her outfit. It was a great
Nigga,
outfit. She was
what?
great. I guess my view on
What about that
feminism
outfit is
that it
conservative,
goes
nigga?
beyond
Nigga, you-
women as well, like
Well,
you
I
include
don't know,
trans
bro. What
people
the-
in there.
am I
like,
tweaking?
By uplifting women and trans people, you then see a better society and environment for like men and like other people. You said something about agreeing with women.
Bro, that's
no matter
not
what they do.
conservative. She
Like,
got the
I
whole belly
fully
button out,
disagree. I
the
feel
whole
like
titties
feminism,
out,
You
like-
have to hold women accountable. Like there are women like J.K. Rowling who like leading and spearheading a transphobia movement in the UK, and you can't like hide behind feminism when you were literally hurting women and
Oh,
children.
totally. I feel like that was just like a broad statement when
Yeah.
I say supporting women. I think for me, when I was in a workplace run by men, I feel like I couldn't stand up to like the plate and step up and really like talk about how I'm feeling because I would just get shut down. So I think like in those situations, I mean like if there's like no one that can like support someone, like you should support them and educate them in a way.
What do you usually do in instances where you're like shot down by a man in power, you could say?
Well, nowadays it's different.
Okay.
If I was saying a few years ago, I would just kind of like rebuttal and just go about and do what they want me to do. But now I have a
Nigga,
voice
that's a
and
you
I
problem,
will
'cause
kind
there's plenty of women
it's
that
not
don't
like
do
something
that.
Equal, I will just point out the fact that hey, that's not fair. Like it's just a thing of.
But I mean,
being
I guess you
strong,
shouldn't be put in that
powerful.
And so
position,
what
but like,
do men do in those
nigga, I get put in that
Women a lot
position,
of time
nigga, not
aren't
just
taken
women. Like, what the
seriously
fuck?
by men in the patriarchy. I think it's really important for us to like let our voices be heard and uplift their voices.
Keep each other in check.
Yeah, allow a platform for women to speak, let their voices be heard, because that's the most effective way to dismantle ignorance.
His speech seemed very practiced or thought out. It didn't seem natural. I think also just putting women in leadership at my work, all of
It didn't seem natural. My nigga, what did this motherfucker say that did not seem natural?
Allow a platform for women to speak, let their voices be heard, because that's the most effective way to dismantle ignorance.
his speech seemed very practiced or thought out. It didn't seem natural.
Motherfucker said let women speak, and she was like, nah, nigga, that's fishy. That's suspicious, nigga. That's suspicious. Bro, she not even letting the nigga. Bro.
I think also just putting women in leadership at my work, all of leadership is all women.
Yeah.
And I feel the safest there compared to other workplaces where I've been kind of like duking it out with the boss man kind of thing.
My bosses are all women too. And
Of course.
I will say that traditionally I
Nigga
have
said,
had
of course.
issues
What
with
do you
women
do,
being my
bro?
boss, but
You
as
hate
I've,
to see a strong woman.
As
That's what
I've
you're
grown,
saying.
as I've grown, and educationally,
Nigga.
now that I know women's roles, and so I agree with you with that assessment that women in leadership, it is just something about it. I feel safer too.
And I grew up with a family of brothers.
It depends
So I
on
was
what's
having to,
happening,
like,
bro.
Fight to say anything, and also a Hispanic household, so a lot of times it was like the woman's here to serve and all of that. And having like grown up with that kind of like mindset made me go the complete opposite. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know who it is. I really can't tell.
I think when people
I ain't gonna get
use
Eric
a
up
lot
outta
of
here, bro.
dictionary definitions, they were either studying up on it. I mean, you don't have to go Merriam-Webster on us and trying to explain it.
You know,
He
Emma,
literally
she's
did
a
the
little
same
too
thing everybody else
comfortable
did,
and
bro.
uncomfortable at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Bro, it's literally the straight dude and the girl, the hot girl.
I had
Or
a
the
weird
hottest
hunch that
girl.
it was coming. I'm very formal.
They
So,
literally just don't like
that
them.
can
I
make-
swear that's all these be. Like, if it's like somebody they just don't like for whatever reason, like the girl with the fucking sweater vest was like, look how she's dressed, da da da, and the other girl was like, this nigga just his shit sound practiced, da 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 da. Like, bro, the moment they look at somebody and be like, nah, nigga, I don't like you, they just come up with anything to get whoever that is off.
Make it seem like I'm kind of more nervous or more study rehearsed.
I want to expand on what you said. I'm wondering how you guys feel
Like,
about
bro, the only reason this nigga is still in is because he got the vest on, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This nigga had a normal fit on. This nigga would be out of here next,
trans
bro.
women in women's sports.
I'm down for it.
I'm a trans person myself, and I think the root of that problem tends to stem with we're protecting children, but you can't say you're protecting children if you're kicking out trans children. It is like a non-starter, and it distracts from, I think, more imperative issues with the banning of gender-affirming care and housing, and that's one of my biggest problems with modern day feminism is that it tends to center rich cis-het white women, and I'm like, that's weird.
No, 100%.
How do you feel?
Well, yeah, I just want to see because I was wondering, I don't know how the casting works. I don't know if there's any turfs or swerfs in the group because I don't determine that to be feminism.
Nigga,
Because, like, for me-
what? Trans exclusionary radical feminist. Sex worker inclusionary radical. Motherfucker, I'm not
trans
even
women
gonna,
are women, so
I'm
we
not
should
even
be
gonna
protecting
try.
all women, not just cis women.
I have no problem with about sports and stuff, but I also don't want to silence the J.K. Rowlings of the world because I believe in democracy, and I believe to know
The
your
sport-
enemy, I want them to speak. I don't. That's how they used to do things in the old days. That's what the KKK does. They hide their face.
Sure.
I want to know who they are, and I want them to speak freely so you know who the enemy is.
Sometimes they get a little violent though. And it
Okay.
Well, I mean, but
other
that's
things.
I think I understand what you mean.
Is this nigga spitting or not? I
agree
have
with
no
free
clue.
Speech, but not
I
to
sure
the
do.
point where it should restrict someone else. You don't have
No, but
ill
I
will towards
I
trans
definitely
people.
want the J.K. Rowlings and the Marjorie Taylor Greens to talk. I want them
Yeah.
to talk because I want
Because
to know
they
who they are.
sound so stupid.
Well, stupid, but you also want to know who they are.
I don't.
Emma,
They
what-
hating on
what do you
the Harry
think?
Potter nigga. What did she do? I don't even know.
I'm not against it. I'm not so much. I feel like I don't have a clear answer because with kids, when you talk about kids doing it, I don't think with children. I think everyone should everyone's the same. They have the same strengths and everything like that. But I think in professional sporting situations, I might need to educate myself more on this. So this might be
No,
what I
bro.
need to come out to.
A nigga that was born a nigga should not be fighting women, bro. I don't care, bro. Every time I've seen a video of that, the biological woman is getting bodied every single time, bro. It's never been fair.
Do, but I think trans women still have more strength than women. But even saying that,
They
they're
do.
women, but I feel like it's not even exactly.
She compared
It's not.
trans women to women, referring to cis women as the women, and kind of then referring to trans women as not women. I was like, oh, it might be her.
They have an advantage, you would say.
Yeah, a
Yes.
slight advantage.
So you might be against it, maybe.
I mean, see, I don't want to say that
Yes.
because then I'm not really supporting all women.
Bro, you're against
But,
it. You're
Well, if it's
against it.
professional, let's be honest. If you're good, you're good. I think if a transgender woman went up to play tennis against Serena Williams, and it's a transgender woman, she'd probably more than likely lose.
Because Serena Williams is one of the
skill.
greatest of all time.
So when we talk
But if Conor McGregor said, fuck it, I'm a woman, that nigga's running through the fucking woman UFC like Madara ran through the fucking Shinobi Alliance, my nigga. What are you talking about right now? And if a woman, nigga, what? Oh my god,
talk
bro.
about strength and stuff, sometimes it's just skill.
Yeah, so I think for sure, there's some that they're absolutely even, but I think in very limited areas of sport, then there might be a slight advantage. But things, like tennis and soccer, those type of things are all skill.
A lot of people get mad at trans women in sports when in reality, majority of trans women that compete in sports currently aren't doing that well. It's not like there's a crazy big advantage. A lot of them are on hormones for a long time. It's even gotten to the point where we're trying to make cis women who have high testosterone way lower.
So it's a regulated thing, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Right.
Well, and a lot of times, let's just call it what it is. It's about people's religion. It's about your ideology, your religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which,
About control.
again, has no place in.
They're shielding their hate.
Yeah, because Jesus said so.
I mean, people do that, but I feel like that's not the thing, bro. If you have an unfair advantage, you have an unfair advantage. It has nothing to do with religion. Now, if somebody says, if it tries to bring that into it, then obviously that's crazy. But, nigga, if you have an unfair advantage, you have an unfair advantage. That has nothing to do with that.
Not so much what he was saying or stating, but the fact that he was just giving me information overload. I was like, you kind of distracted me from what we were actually discussing.
When the question of sports came up, Emma immediately kind of withdrew. And also, as a trans person, I'm just immediately that's suspicious to me.
They got her out of here because she bad.
I could have easily just agreed and played the game and got to the end. But I know this is a game, but I think it's also a game of topics and conversation. So I'm not mad about getting voted out and how it went.
If you think the mole could still be in the box and you want to continue playing the game, please raise your hand.
I think we're set.
I will still vote to continue, but if you guys want to end it, I'm cool with ending it.
The light turns green. That means you have voted out the mole and you
If it's the trans nigga,
The
bro.
lights turn red. That means the mole is still in the box and you lose.
I hope these niggas lost.
3,
That's good.
2, 1.
Let's go.
Who was
My
it?
bad. My bad.
It's gotta be Eric. It had to be Eric.
It's okay.
May the mole step forward in 3, 2,
Which one, bro?
1.
Step right up, whoever
I
it is.
thought, yeah.
There is no mole.
Yeah, checks out.
My bad.
Nigga, what?
First impressions. Right?
That's so lame.
Thing. The mole actually never showed up, but we still wanted you all to play the game.
Oh, okay. That's a little better.
I was
All right, like and sub, pretty please. All right, later.